Hello and welcome, it's Deborah from Attic Lane and you're at day 5 of my 12 Cards of Christmas series. I'm going to share as many different techniques and ideas as I can pack into each of these short daily videos, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to make sure you don't miss anything. Let's get on with today's card. I'm using 3 paints from Imagination Crafts Starlight's metallic paint range, and they are Blue, Mediterranean Sky and Mint, and I'm working on my craft sheet because this is lovely and messy. I'm using my spatula to take out 2 of the first colours, so the darkest one and then the middle colour. I'm using a brayer to run over these. I'm just going to water those down a tiny little bit with a spray, and I'm going to brayer over them, and when I've got lots of paint saturating my brayer, I'm going to run it straight over the card. Now I've started in the middle, you shouldn't really do that, you should start on the edge. It doesn't stop me getting a really beautiful effect on a plain white piece of card. Now I'm going to take the lighter colour and I'm going to add some of that to my spatula, and then I'll run my brayer through that and the middle colour again. This is because my brayer isn't wide enough to get the width that I would want on that sheet of paper, but you can break it down and do it in sections. I want a little darkness at the top, so I'm just going to focus on that area. When it's dry, it has the most beautiful shimmer. These paints are just amazing, I love them. I'm using a white top folding card, and I'm using my pencil to mark around it exactly whereabouts on the painted card I want to cut. I'm going to trim this down so that it will fit exactly onto the front of my white top folding card. That's a blue piece to reserve for later because it's got such a beautiful shimmer on it. So I'm gluing this into position and I'm going to make it cover the whole of my white card. Now I have some acetate. It happens to be heat resistant, but we're not going to do any heat on it for this particular card. I've already cut out a frame which is ever so slightly smaller than my white top folding card, and I'm adding some double-sided tape all around that frame so that I can stick my acetate sheet to it. Now I'm taking one of the large sentiments from a recent My Favourite Things release, and I'm using a black StazOn ink to ink it into my acetate, right in the centre of the acetate. I'm using a stamping platform, and I'm quite glad that I did because it actually took 4 attempts to get the wording as dark as I would have liked it. So I think this is maybe the 3rd time it's been inked up, and that's it, the 4th time. Now that it's fully inked up, I'm going to use double-sided foam tape to go around the outside edge, and you'll probably guess from the sequins in the little tub at the top, this is going to be a shaker card. I've decided to put some of the sequins in the uppermost part of the card because sometimes with a shaker, especially a big shaker, they all fall right to the bottom and you want to have more on show. I'm taking off the protective paper on the back of my foam and I'm going to stick my frame into place. I've left a tiny border of the blue around the outside. Shaky shake, and it works. Now I'm going to leave you with a close-up of the card that I've made today, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you can join me tomorrow.